Did you know that more than 70% of women over the age of 60 feel like their hairstyle no longer reflects who they truly are? And yet, many of us hold on to the same look we've had for years, not because we love it, but because change feels uncertain. But here's the truth. Growing older doesn't mean fading into the background. In fact, it can be the perfect time to rediscover your confidence, your style, and your self-expression. In this video, we're exploring the most elegant, practical, and empowering short hairstyles for women over 60. Not just to change your hair, but to help you reconnect with the woman in the mirror. 1. Why short hair can be a new beginning. For many women, hair is more than just hair. It's memory. It's identity. It's a story we've carried with us through decades of laughter, challenges, and change. But as the years go by, our hair changes too. Maybe it's become thinner, more delicate, or harder to manage. Maybe arthritis makes it tough to style. Or maybe it just doesn't feel like you anymore. That's why short hair isn't just about convenience. It's about starting fresh. Imagine waking up and not spending 30 minutes trying to shape your hair into something it doesn't want to be. Imagine a style that feels light, easy, and free, one that moves with you, not against you. A haircut that fits this chapter of your life instead of clinging to the last. Short hairstyles can offer something many of us don't talk about enough: peace. They can frame your face in a new way, highlight your eyes, and reveal a kind of beauty that isn't trying to be younger, just more you. I once received a letter from a woman named Diane, 65 years old, from a small town in Ohio. She had worn long hair her whole life, thinking it was what made her feel feminine. But one day, after years of hesitation, she walked into a salon and asked for a pixie cut. She told me, for the first time in years, I looked in the mirror and saw myself again. Not the tired version, not the worried version, just me, clear-eyed and smiling. That's the kind of transformation we're talking about today, not just changing your hair, but honoring who you've become. So as we go through today's video, I want you to ask yourself, not what will people think, but how do I want to feel? Because sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is let go. 2. The top 5 short hairstyles for women over 60. When it comes to choosing a short hairstyle, there's no one-size-fits-all. Your face shape, hair texture, and lifestyle all play a role. But more importantly, your haircut should make you feel seen, strong, soft, beautiful in your own skin. Here are 5 timeless short hairstyles that not only flatter mature faces, but also celebrate the grace and confidence that come with age. Number 1. The classic pixie cut. Bold, elegant, and effortlessly low maintenance. The pixie cut is perfect if your hair has become finer or more delicate. It lifts your cheekbones, opens up your face, and brings a touch of youthful energy without trying to look young. This style is especially flattering for women with oval, heart-shaped, or square faces. Number 2. The soft, layered bob. This isn't your granddaughter's bob. A layered bob with gentle curves around the face brings softness where it's needed and volume where it's lost. It works beautifully for round or fuller faces, helping create a slimming effect without feeling stiff or severe. Add soft bangs or side-swept fringe for a warm, approachable look. Number 3. The textured crop. Think of this one as modern, playful, and a little bit spunky. The textured crop adds movement and energy to thinner hair while keeping styling time to a minimum. If your hair feels flat, this cut can bring it back to life. It's great for women who wear glasses or prefer a bolder edge. Number 4. The short shag. Yes, the shag is back, and it's better than ever. With soft, choppy layers and a lived-in texture, the short shag is perfect for women who want a carefree, bohemian vibe without sacrificing sophistication. It flatters nearly every face shape, and it grows out gracefully between trims. Number 5, the gentle undercut. Undercuts aren't just for the younger crowd anymore. When done with subtlety and softness, they add structure and style without feeling harsh. Think of it as a quiet rebellion, a little detail that says, "I'm still full of surprises." Paired with longer layers on top, this style offers volume and freedom with a whisper of edge. Each of these styles offers something different, but they all have one thing in common. They honor who you are right now. And remember, a good haircut doesn't hide your age. It highlights your journey. Now, before we move on, let me ask you this. Which one of these styles speaks to you? Not the version of you from 20 years ago, but the one who has lived, loved, and learned. The one still becoming. Take a moment to think about it, because in the next section, we'll talk about how to care for your short hair so that it stays just as fresh and radiant as you feel inside. 3. How to care for short hair. After 60, a great haircut is only the beginning. The way you care for your hair, the small, daily rituals, can make a world of difference in how it looks, and more importantly, how it feels. Because after 60, your hair may need a little more kindness, a little more understanding. But with the right approach, short hair can be just as vibrant and full of life as it's ever been. Start with the right shampoo. Choose a sulfate-free shampoo. Sulfates are harsh cleansers that can strip natural oils, making your hair feel dry or brittle. Look for products with gentle, moisturizing ingredients like aloe vera, coconut oil, or shea butter. Condition with care. Even if your hair is short, don't skip the conditioner. Use a lightweight formula that adds softness without weighing it down. If your scalp tends to be dry, massage the conditioner into your roots too, not just the ends. Add a little volume. As we age, our hair tends to lie flatter. To bring back some bounce, use a volumizing mousse or spray. Apply it to damp hair, then style with a round brush to lift at the roots. Just a few minutes of effort can make your hair feel fuller and more alive. Dry gently. Style smart. If you blow dry, use the lowest heat setting, or better yet, let your hair air dry and use your fingers to shape it. For texture and hold, try a pea-sized dab of styling cream or paste. Nothing too heavy. Trim regularly. Even the best haircut needs upkeep. Aim for a trim every 4 to 6 weeks. It keeps your shape fresh and helps prevent split ends. Think of it as a little act of self-care, a reminder that you still deserve time and attention. And don't forget, your hair reflects your overall health. Stay hydrated. Eat foods rich in protein and omega-3 fatty acids. Take time for rest. Your body, your skin, and your hair will thank you. Now, here's a question for you. When was the last time you truly enjoyed the feel of your hair? Not just tolerated it, but loved it? Because taking care of short hair isn't just about maintenance. It's about creating a small daily habit that reminds you you are still worth the effort. In the next part of our video, we'll talk about how to style your new cut and how a few simple makeup and accessory tips can elevate your whole look with almost no extra time. 4. Makeup and style tips to complement your cut. When you choose to go short, something special happens. Your face, your eyes, your smile, they suddenly step forward. With less hair to hide behind, your natural beauty takes center stage. And that's not something to fear. It's something to celebrate. Short hair opens up new possibilities. It invites softness, strength, simplicity. And with just a few intentional touches, you can enhance that beauty in ways that feel effortless, not overwhelming. Let's start with the heart of it, makeup. For many women, makeup has changed over the years. What once worked in our 30s or 40s may not feel quite right now, and that's okay. Aging doesn't mean fading. It means refining. Start with your eyes. Your eyes hold your life's story, the joys, the tears, the late nights holding babies or dancing under string lights. With short hair, your eyes become even more of a focal point. A soft eyeliner in brown or charcoal can define them gently without looking harsh. For more brightness, a touch of pearl-toned shadow at the inner corners can open your gaze beautifully. If you wear glasses, all the better. Let them work with your makeup, not against it. Choose frames that flatter your face shape and bring out your personality, whether elegant, artistic, or quietly bold. Don't overlook your brows. As we age, our eyebrows often become thinner or lighter. That's natural, but a softly shaped brow can anchor your features and restore balance to your face. Choose a pencil or powder in a shade close to your natural hair color. Use light, feathery strokes, not heavy lines. You're not drawing new brows. You're simply helping your natural ones come back to life. Next, your skin. Mature skin often needs moisture more than coverage. Instead of full coverage foundation, try a tinted moisturizer or light serum foundation that hydrates while evening out your skin tone. Look for formulas with a radiant or dewy finish. These give your skin a soft glow without settling into fine lines. You can lightly dust a cream blush onto your cheeks, something in rose, coral, or soft plum. Smile and apply to the apples of your cheeks, then blend upward. This gives a healthy flush and lifts the face gently. And then the lips. Lips are often overlooked, but they hold so much expression. A natural pink, soft red, or berry tone can bring warmth and vitality to your whole look. If your lips are dry, opt for a tinted balm or creamy lipstick with moisture. Avoid overly matte formulas that can settle into lines. Don't worry about being too bold. A pop of color can lift your face and your spirit. And if you haven't worn lipstick in years, maybe today's the day you try again. Not for anyone else, but for you. Now let's talk about style, the little choices that help pull everything together. Earrings. Short hair draws attention to your ears and neck. A simple pair of earrings can completely transform your look. Studs for softness, small hoops for movement, dangle earrings for a little sparkle. You don't need to spend a fortune. Just choose pieces that reflect your taste and feel light and comfortable to wear. Scarves and necklines. With your neck and collarbones more visible, your neckline becomes part of your style story. A delicate scarf tied loosely can soften sharp lines and add charm. Blouses with scoop necks or gentle V-necks flatter your shape and allow your haircut to shine. A crisp white collar can add sophistication without effort. Glasses. If you wear them, consider them your accessory, not a necessity. Try on different shapes and colors. You might be surprised at how a bold red frame or a soft tortoiseshell design can light up your whole look. Jewelry and accessories. Less is more, but the right piece matters. A simple pendant, a vintage brooch, or a silver cuff bracelet can reflect elegance and personality without overpowering your outfit. And remember, your style doesn't have to be trendy to be beautiful. It has to be true to you. One of my favorite stories came from Linda, age 66, who cut her hair into a chin-length bob and started wearing small pearl earrings every day. "It makes me feel put together," she said. "Even if I'm just going to the grocery store, it reminds me I'm still someone who matters." You are too. These little touches, a touch of color on your lips, a well-loved scarf, a soft cream on your cheeks. They aren't about vanity. They're about honoring the person you've become. Not the 25-year-old version of you, not the woman you were when the kids were small. The woman you are today, wise, experienced, and still evolving. So don't be afraid to try something new. Maybe it's a softer eyebrow. Maybe it's a new lipstick. Maybe it's a pair of earrings that make you feel elegant again. Because this isn't about changing who you are. It's about letting who you are, the real, beautiful, whole woman finally shine through. 5. Real stories, real women. Behind every haircut, there's a turning point. Some come quietly, a glance in the mirror that doesn't quite feel familiar anymore. Others arrive with a decision, a milestone, or a moment of courage. And often, what begins as a simple change in hairstyle becomes something far deeper, a return to self. I want to share with you the stories of a few incredible women just like you, who made the decision to go short, not because someone told them to, but because they were ready to see themselves differently and beautifully. Let's begin with Marilyn, 72 years old, from a quiet suburb in Arizona. For decades, Marilyn wore her long silver gray hair like a badge of consistency. Through raising 3 children, caring for an aging spouse, and working part-time at the library, it remained untouched. But after her husband passed, something shifted. She told me, "I looked in the mirror and realized I didn't recognize the woman staring back at me." So she walked into a salon she'd passed 100 times and asked for a layered bob, soft, simple, and new. When the hair hit the floor, she said, so did a weight I didn't know I was still carrying. Next is Angela, 67, a retired nurse from Michigan. Angela spent years in scrubs, ponytails, and practical shoes. After retirement, she found herself craving a change, something fun, something hers. Her daughter encouraged her to try a short, textured crop with silvery highlights. "It felt a little wild," she laughed, "but also, finally me." She now volunteers at a senior center, and almost every week, someone compliments her style. "It's funny," she said, "how a haircut gave me back a little spark I didn't realize I'd lost." And then there's Carmen, 69, from Florida. Carmen is a breast cancer survivor. During her treatment, she lost all her hair, and when it began growing back, she decided not to wait for it to return to its former length. She embraced a pixie cut. "It wasn't about beauty," she said. "It was about power. I had faced the darkest moments of my life. My hair wasn't just growing back. I was." Carmen now speaks at local support groups, where she shares her journey and encourages other women to find strength in the mirror, no matter what they see. These women didn't cut their hair to follow a trend. They did it to mark a moment, to say, "This is who I am now." And maybe, just maybe, you felt something stir in your heart too, that quiet longing for change. Not to look younger, not to impress anyone, but to feel aligned with the woman you are today. Because it's never just about the hair. It's about what the hair reflects. Strength, renewal, self-acceptance, a little bit of bravery. So if you've been holding on to an old style out of habit or fear or comfort, know that you're not alone. Know that you deserve to feel fresh and seen and proud. Your story may be different from Marilyn's or Angela's or Carmen's, but like them, your story matters. And this moment, this decision, might be the beginning of a beautiful new chapter. Are you ready? So here we are, not just at the end of a video, but perhaps at the beginning of something new. You've listened to ideas, seen styles, and heard the voices of women who chose to honor themselves through a simple, powerful act, a haircut. But this was never really about hair, was it? It was about stepping forward, about choosing to see yourself not through the lens of age, but through the light of experience, strength, and grace. It was about giving yourself permission to change, without apology and without hesitation. Maybe today you're not ready to sit in that salon chair, and that's perfectly okay. But if even one part of this conversation made you feel understood, hopeful, or quietly excited, then something has already begun inside you. Let that feeling grow. Let it remind you that it is never too late to feel beautiful, never too late to try something different, never too late to become the next version of yourself, one filled with softness, wisdom, and self-respect. Before you go, I invite you to do one simple thing. Share this video with someone who might need it. A sister, a friend, a neighbor. Someone who's been waiting for a sign that it's okay to begin again. And if this felt meaningful to you, I'd love for you to subscribe. Not just to follow a channel, but to stay connected to a community of women who believe that growing older is something to embrace, not endure. Thank you for spending this time with me. You are seen, you are valued, and you are still becoming.